You can't answer that. Can you answer that question? Why can't
Can
Trump
you
go on
answer
TV
this
and say,
question?
all of us should be less violent.
Why do you
can't
think
Trump say that?
Why do you think
your
Trump say
behavior
that?
contingent on Donald Trump?
That's a good
Why
question.
is your behavior contingent on Donald Trump?
Let me ask a question.
Because he's the president of the United States of America and the leader of the opposing
Destiny.
You have a huge audience of young men who listen to everything you have to say. So when it doesn't matter. You have a huge audience, and because of the fact that you have a huge audience, you have a responsibility to not turn. No, it hasn't. It hasn't been broken. I actually care about the country and want to bring people together. If you do the opposite, you represent the worst of us, Destiny.
Damn, she said you represent the worst of us, Destiny, after he said that her brain was broken from this online rhetoric, man. And this is just the climate that we have been in the wake of the Charlie Kirk assassination. It's been wild. It's been crazy. It's been divisive. And this panel right here, it's no different. We got to tap in. We got to tune in. We got to check this out right here, right now on Champ Talk Reactions right after this. Yo, what's good with the YouTube friends and family, man? It's your boy, Sir H. This right here is Champ Talk Reactions, man, and we are back here with another video, man. Piers Morgan, man, we know exactly what you're doing, man. Piers Morgan panels always have a chance to go left, man. And when you invite Destiny to your panel, you know that heightens, man. That risk heightens. It just is what it is, man. It's like that. So this panel right here features Destiny, Anna Kasparian, man, Jack Pospiec, and the one and only Andrew Wilson. If you don't know who this guy on the screen is, man, that is Destiny. He's a popular streamer, man, and he had smoke for Charlie Kirk and his wife in the wake of the assassination for trying to politicize his death. And he was not pulling no punches, man. It's part of the reason why he's banned on Twitch, demonetized on YouTube, and even had Elon Musk calling for him to go to jail, man. Y'all know how it is, man. We got to react to this. We got to see why this panel got heated and where it went left, man. Let's go ahead and get ready to do it right here. Right now, man. Champ Talk Reactions, man. Listen, Destiny, Piers Morgan is right back on y'all. Let's get it, panel.
Joins us now. Destiny, you've been quite active on social media since Charlie Kirk's death. When Erica Kirk posted Charlie's coffin, you responded, she tagged him, brackets, crying face emojis. In response to Alina Haber's tweet ordering people to fly their flags a half-mast in memory of Charlie, you posted on X, buying flags and poles just to fly them fully erect.
Damn.
And you then posted yesterday, ending every conservative debate call out I do in 2026 with "Don't dodge, bro." That's not what Charlie would have wanted. I mean, do you think that your response to the cold-blooded murder of Charlie Kirk has been appropriate?
Yes.
Sheesh.
I think that the only way this country moves forward into a better world is when conservatives can finally realize that they need to turn the temperature down on their side. We are 10 years into whatever this Trump madness is, and there is not a single mainstream conservative that will call for a lowering of the temperature on their side. I think that liberals need to wake up and finally realize that if they're not willing to do it, it will never come down. If you wanted Charlie Kirk to be alive, Donald Trump shouldn't have been president for the second term. Every time he's in office, this happens. People joked about when Biden came in, it was so boring, nothing was going on. 7 out of 10 of the largest protests in American history have happened under Donald Trump. All of the recent political violence that's happened in this country over the past 20 years, the majority of it, the overwhelming majority of it, everybody gets mad because they keep asking Grok about it, has been conservative.
Who shot Charlie Kirk?
A guy from Utah who was raised in a Christian family, who was a 22-year-old
guy
white
described.
dude. He wasn't
Destiny.
trans. He didn't have a trans girlfriend. He didn't have any trans influences. He didn't have any trans bullets. Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys were wrong on all of that.
To be clear, the governor of Utah, Spencer Cox, has made it clear that their investigation has now established that he had been radicalized by a leftist ideology, which drove him to do this. That's just
I'm sorry. Excuse me. When?
Good question. You know, that's a question that a lot of people have been asking, you know, especially like they just wanted to know when this guy started to become radicalized. You know what I'm saying? Because by all accounts, and from what has been, you know, allegedly out there, is that he was raised in a two-parent household and he was raised conservative. But then over about the last year, you know, 6 months to a year, he started to become, you know, more interested in politics, figuring out where he fell, figuring out what he agreed with and what he aligned with. And then they said that he started to become more radicalized in that time, right? But reports even show also that he dressed up as Donald Trump for Halloween within recent years. So that goes to show you that, you know, then it had to be a shift. You know, there had to be some type of shift for him to, you know, honor and want to, you know, big up Donald Trump for Halloween, and then, you know, not represent the conservative party after and say, I'm going far left. I'm going, you know, and want to do something like this. And it definitely was wrong. I don't think that nobody should be, you know, slain like that, especially in front of their family, their children, things like that, man. It's wrong either way it goes. We got to call it out. And I do not think what Destiny did and, you know, and said to his wife was right. That's just my own opinion. You have the right to feel about it how you feel about it. Let's get back to it.
Yesterday, you said that.
No. When was he radicalized? In the 6 months that he did remote college?
I don't know when he was radicalized, but I do know. What you just said is not true. The very reasonable sounding governor of Utah has made it clear that the you may not want to hear this.
Ongoing investigation.
You may not want to hear it, Destiny. But the reality is, the investigators, according to the governor of Utah, have established that he was radicalized to a leftist ideology that drove him to murder Charlie Kirk. Now, let me just ask you.
That's not true.
Let me just ask you.
There's no way to deal with it.
Okay,
you're living in
you're accusing the governor of lying. Yeah. That's your prerogative. But sure. If it turns out to have been somebody with a leftist ideology who wanted to shut up Charlie Kirk, would you condemn that?
I won't condemn anything until the president of the United States can go on air and say, all of us need to calm down.
So you won't condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk until Donald Trump says something.
I'm a YouTuber. Leftists and Democrats have been condemning and turning down the temperature, condemning violence, turning down the temperature for a decade. Donald Trump can't go on TV and say, all of us need to calm down.
Right.
Can you tell me why he cannot?
Why would you expect anybody, Destiny?
You can't answer that. Can you answer that question? Why can't Trump go on TV
this
and
question?
Say, all of us should be less violent.
Why do you think
Trump say that?
Why do you think
your behavior contingent on Donald Trump?
Insane right now.
Why is
your
behavior
contingent
on Donald Trump?
Let me ask a question.
Because he's the president of the United States of America and the leader of the
Destiny.
You have a huge audience of young men who listen to everything you have to say. So when it doesn't matter. You have a huge audience, and because of the fact that you have a huge audience, you have a responsibility to not turn. No, it hasn't. It hasn't been broken. I actually care about the country and want to bring people together. You do the opposite. You represent the worst of us, Destiny.
Damn, man. You know, y'all heard it. Y'all see where this started to heat up, man. Y'all can see exactly where it started to heat up. I'm not going to lie, though. I can see both sides of that right there. You know, I can understand why she's like, you're a grown man. Why are you letting what another grown man do decides how you are going to act in this situation, decide if you're going to become, compassionate or just, have some empathy for someone who got slain like that in front of his wife and children, and he like, why are you looking to me to be this example? I'm just a YouTuber. Normally in this situation, we would have had our president, the leader of the free world, to come out and say, hey, listen, y'all, we need to do something different because what we are doing right now is not working. We're too divided. And this climate right now is too divisive. And if I played a part in it, let's chill. Let's chill. Yo, my base, we got to chill. Other side, we gotta chill. It just is what it is, and it's like that because now it's getting dangerous out here. Even for people who just want to debate or people who feel like, yo, you are not aligned with me and you're saying some divisive stuff and I don't rock with you. It's getting wild. It is getting dangerous.
You're embarrassing.
You should tell
You're
Donald.
embarrassing.
All right, let me ask Destiny a question.
Watch how easy this
No,
is.
hang on. Don't all shout at once, please.
If Donald Trump would have come out
Destiny,
and say, hey, we should all be less violent,
Destiny,
I have no problem saying
I have one question for you,
Why
Destiny.
can't conservatives do that? Why can't conservatives do that?
Destiny, I have a question for you. Why do you think in your campaign for everyone to dial down the temperature, why do you think that mocking the grieving widow of Charlie Kirk when she posts an image of her at the coffin side, why do you think that constitutes turning down the temperature?
You can't turn down the temperature on your own. The president of the United States is not
the temperature.
able.
You're mocking his widow. You're mocking his widow.
About? We've had multiple political assassinations over the past year. What do you mean it's turning up the temperature?
Why did you mock his widow?
Online?
Why did you mock his widow?
Because she's being used as a political weapon right now for conservatives to continue. What do you mean? Wow, she's literally doing.
Her husband just got murdered
on email. Yeah, and she's using it to drive up recruitment. For
and you can't even condemn the murder. You won't condemn it.
Can't even tell his side.
You're so deranged about Trump that you cannot condemn the murder because you're waiting for Donald Trump to say something. All right, let me bring in Jack. Let me bring in Jack Posobiec. I gotta say,
there's still no answer to that question, Piers. You can't say
which question.
Why can't Donald Trump simply go on TV and say we all need to turn it down, like Biden could, like Obama could, like the Clintons could, like Kamala could? Why not?
Why can't you condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk?
It's unbelievable. I'm not the president.
Why can't you condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk?
Unbelievable to me.
Why can't you condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk?
Because it.
My bad. I don't mean to cut Destiny off. Y'all can see that things is heated, man. Everybody is making good points right now. I gotta be objective in this whole situation, man. Destiny, man. This is like, hey. You know, if you ever see, I'm just a small YouTuber, but if you ever see my channel, man, I mean, the tweets, you have the right to do what you want to do. You have the right to feel how you want to feel. You know what I'm saying? Those are consequences that we all have to deal with when we make those type of decisions. You know, it's just not in my taste. That's not something that I would do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and on the opposite side, he has a point. I just think that it did look like when she first came out, it looked like a recruitment ad. But you know, she has the right to do what she wanted to do, and she wanted to show how strong she was in that moment in the wake of her husband being assassinated, man. And so it just is what it is. But I definitely don't agree with what you did, you know, and hey, I'm just a little YouTuber though, man.
It wasn't my side that caused it. It should be the one that is driving up
it actually was your side that caused it. It was your side.
This guy was raised in a white Christian household.
He was a radicalized leftist ideology.
He wasn't radicalized by leftism at all. You have no proof of that whatsoever.
That's what the investigators are saying.
Was a conservative, just like the people that firebombed Shapiro's house was a conservative, just like all the J6ers were conservatives, just like the Proud Boys were conservatives. Every single one of these people. Oh, it's Jack Posobiec, what, the author of Unhuman, another person that Charlie's reporting. Good one, dude.
Well, I'll give you one last chance, Destiny, to condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk.
Yes, you are acting like an unhuman.
Why can't I hear Donald Trump
condemn
violence in this country?
All right, you won't condemn it. Okay, we've all heard. That's insane. We've all heard you repeatedly refuse to condemn it.
We've heard Donald Trump refuse to condemn it too. But for some reason, the leftists on YouTube are a bigger deal. Unbelievable.
Yeah. What's incredible is you don't have the basic humanity to condemn it. You'd rather taunt his widow. I find that sickening. Jack Posobiec.
I find it sickening that when people are getting killed in the country, the president of the United States on Fox and Friends, when they're begging him, what do you say to your followers that want revenge? He says, I don't know. All the elections are rigged.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Listen, we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this video up, man, because I need to know what y'all feel about it, man. So we're going to head to the big screen real quick so we can get ready to get up out of here, man. But y'all got to let me know what y'all think about this down in the comment section, man. Is this right here what got Destiny banned on Twitch and what got him demonetized on YouTube? I heard that, you know, that some of this stuff happened a couple years ago or a few years ago. I'm not sure if he got, you know, put back on the platform, let back on the platform, if he got, you know, his channel monetized again, and then now this happens, and so now he's demonetized again. I'm not sure, so let me know down in the comment section, man, and let me know, man. I just need to know what y'all think about this, man. You know, should we hold our president to a higher account, a higher level of prestige than people on YouTube. I know that, YouTube is getting so big. Some of these creators have very huge platforms. They have very big followings, but hey, you know what I'm saying? When should our free leader, the leader of the free world, come out and say, yo, let's chill? And I think that these content creators out here pushing narratives and doing all of this, I think they gotta chill too. You know what I'm saying? Me, I don't have a dog in the fight, man. I just, I'm out here watching what's going on, seeing what this climate is like, man. And it's not cool, man. And it's overwhelming. You can't say nothing nice about, Charlie Kirk, because people gonna feel like you rock with them and you like them, and then you can't say nothing bad against them because you could lose your job. It just is what it is, man. This is the climate that we're in right now. I need to know what y'all think about it, man. And is this whole thing, is it just starting to become a way to just limit free speech? With this whole thing, man, Jimmy Kimmel, people being taken off air. You got Candace Owens calling out the administration for silencing people. You know what I'm saying? Like, this whole thing has just been wild. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think about it, man. We about to get up out of here. It's your boy, Surf H. This right here is Champ Talk Reactions, man. Yo, we react to everything popping, moving, grooving, shaking in the community and the culture, man. I'ma holler at y'all, though. See y'all on the next one. Peace.